Good evening and welcome to the July 6th Historic Preservation Commission meeting. We'll call the meeting to order. Christy, would you do the roll, please?
Yes. Scott Allen.
Present.
George Piper.
Here.
Casey Sampson.
Present.
Andrew Anderson.
Present.
Nicole Weathington. Here.
All right, we have a quorum to conduct business. The next item is approval of the minutes. If everyone's had a moment to look at the minutes, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve minutes as submitted.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. No old business, so we'll move right to new business, which is a COA for 226 North Lebanon Street. First, we'll hear from staff. Derek?
Good evening, everyone. As mentioned by Casey, the applicant tonight, address is 226 North Lebanon Street. The applicant is Rick and Lana Hale, who own and operate Mounts Flowers. The property is zoned central business. This property has not been before the Historic Preservation Commission previously. The building is classified as non-contributing, which is a building less than 50 years old and is incompatible with its historic surroundings, or a building which is over 40 years old that has been altered in such a way that it has lost its historic character. This building is not included in the National Register of Historic Places, Lebanon Courthouse Square Historic District. Tonight's action requested is a certificate of appropriateness for painting. The applicant is seeking approval to repaint the building. The proposal is to paint the building Pratt & Lambert Horizon Gray, and the trim colors, the accent colors around the building will be Pratt & Lambert Ironside is the paint color names. Both color examples are attached to the report received by the commission tonight. Although the structure has been heavily modified and graded as non-contributing, the use of the property is very much contributing to the district. Mounts Flowers has been a locally owned florist shop for around 75 years. The proposed paint colors are complementary to the district and consistent with other colors that have been improved, and will not have a negative impact on surrounding structures. Therefore, staff recommends approval of the application. And for those of you who may not be familiar with the building, we can show a couple quick pictures. That is taken from the kind of southeast corner, showing basically the storefront of the building. And this is actually from the northeast corner, looking back. And my understanding, talking with the applicant, is this corner right here is the original part of the property. Yep, and has been added on to over the years. In fact, the first picture I showed you was where the Avon Theater used to sit. For those of you old enough to remember, everyone, everyone. All right.
Sticky floors and all.
Yeah, all right, indeed. I was around for the remodel of the balcony when they turned that into, a second screen. So there's the rear of the building. I was able to attach the color samples. You can see the Horizon Gray is the primary color, and the Ironside is the trim color. Pretty straightforward application. So that's all I have, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
And the applicant is here tonight to answer any questions you might have for them.
Questions for the applicant? You guys aren't required to bring up anything, but if there's anything else you'd like to add?
Well, no, all thing we might add is nothing new here. We're getting a new roof put on it also.
Would you mind, just for the people at home, would you mind going up to the podium and saying that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that we are having a new roof put on it also, and we'd like to get that done before the painting starts. I spoke with the roofer this morning, and he's looking possibly to get on it not next week, but the week after. And then I spoke with Brian, the person I'd like to see do it. He can get to it about any time he's done with it. So all we've got to do is give him a thumbs up on it to go ahead and do it. So other than that, we've owned the business ourselves 36 years, 37 years, I think, somewhere in that range. And just trying to spruce up the corner, make it look better, and at that point, we'll get to what asphalt is out there, we'll get it resurfaced or recoated, and just trying to tidy things up around there, so.
Just out of curiosity, how old is the existing paint and how long do they project this new paint job will last?
You know, it's very good paint. I mean, I'm hoping it'll last, 15 years, 20 years, I hope.
When was the last time you painted?
Last time we did it was when we built the building, and well, the small portion of the building was repainted probably, I did that probably 12 years ago, maybe. She doesn't like the color of it, so that's kind of why we're going elsewhere. But that's the original when they built the building, and that's been 22 years, 23 years, yeah. And had I not taken the pressure washer to it, it'd probably look better than it did, but I got in the back of it, so it's fading over time. And that's why they kind of steered us toward lighter colors, also said they would last longer and hold the color longer than darkers will, so. I think the colors will look good, what she's picked out there on it, and again, just trying to make it look more appealing to the public, so.
Out of curiosity, how old is the original building?
The original building's got to be, it's been a floral shop for how many years? 1946. 1946. It was a filling station at one point. It was a hamburger joint at one point.
No hamburgers anymore.
No. And John Mount that's who Lana worked for, and then his father owned it. He had a floral shop there. Now, most of you won't remember, and I'm sure you won't either. When it was there, it was probably literally 600 square feet. That's all it was there when they did it. We've added on and added on to it and kept the old building that was there, original flower shop, so.
Those are the windows, that's how they were a long time ago. And then when you come inside, there was a window in when it was a gas station, and we still have that cut out too. So it's all that part.
But, yeah, the building itself, I'm guessing, has got to be, I'm going to say 115, 120 years old, probably. Yeah.
Very interesting.
I'm not far behind it either.
Any other questions for the applicant? Any discussion on the COA as presented? With that, I would entertain a motion on the floor.
So moved.
Motion to approve, second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank
And I
you.
look forward to the
Appreciate it.
new colors.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, going back to the agenda, I think we just have a staff report, if any.
I have one staff-issued COA for 222 East Main Street, the bakery that was here last month. They submitted their sign application to us. Originally, it was not an appropriate material, so we went back and forth to get them into a design that was appropriate, which is all metal, no stickers. Everything is printed onto the actual surface itself. And they made those changes, and we approved that in-house, and they're going to be installing that next week.
All right, thank you very much.
And that is all.
Any other business to come before the commission?
Nope.
With that, our favorite thing, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Motion, and all second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, we'll see you in August. Thank you very much.